Scotty's joining us again. We're not in the kitchen, we're outside in the beautiful Tassie sun. And we're going to break down some lamb. I reckon everyone goes into a butcher and says, I'll have that French, please. They have no idea what they're talking about. So you're going to show us how to French something?
My word.
You're not French?
No.
You don't need to be French to French something?
No, you don't have to. You can do the ah la la or la la or whatever.
I want you to do the whole recipe in a French accent, please.
Si, monsieur. So just take this out of the plastic. Now it's very important when you go to your butcher shop.
So if someone came in, what would they ask for to get this?
Basically they just say, I'm just after a rack of lamb. I want to take it home and French it myself. Okay. Can I just have it in its raw state? Just make sure that your butcher takes off the chine bone. Normally there's a backbone here and the ribs join onto that with a big piece of hard bone through there. So we need to make sure that that chine bone's cut off nice and square so that when you actually do cut through the ribs, you can go right the way through. If we're going to make this into a French rack, we need to take out this feather bone. So as you can see there's a feather bone sits in underneath there like that. This joins onto your blade bone, which goes into the forequarter of the animal. We just need to get that. It's a bit of a nothing bone, but you don't want to have that while you're cooking in there because it always stays gristly and never, it's not palatable. So you need to get rid of that. So I'll just turn him around that way. Just go underneath him and you just pull him out. And you've got that little bit of gristle there that's just got to come out. Now from there, as you can see, you've got the eye of the meat. So a little incision there, just to make it foolproof. Turn him around. You've got the eye of the meat there again. You don't want to cut into that. Just go at the base of that. So you've got two cuts there now you can join together. So if you run your knife straight down through there, hard into the bone, you can't do anything wrong here, cutting hard into that bone, and just run your knife across the top of the bone to expose all those little rib bones. And as you can see from there, you've got all your rib bones running through there. Normally there's about 8 ribs on a rack of lamb. So a bit of meat left over there for your lovely little furry friends again, mate.
Max will be very happy.
Now when it comes to Frenching, all Frenching is scalloping the meat out in between the bones. So what we'll do here with this, we'll do half into a rack and we'll do the other half into cutlets.
Beautiful.
So with that, just run the knife down there. Always, some people cut up and then cut back down. I don't like doing that because it's a bit dangerous. You can slip out and cut yourself. So I just cut down one side of the rib, knife in across, and then cut down the other side of the rib. So you're just taking out all that meat in between there. So we'll go halfway.
Have you ever eaten this?
Intercostals? Between, yes.
It's really good, isn't it?
It's meant to be really, really good,
it's
actually.
Yummy.
Yes.
You just take that, pan fry it, really hot pan with some nice oil. It is really, really good.
Okay.
I'm going to hold on to them.
Too easy. Now, there we have our rack. Now, always underneath the rack, there's a little yellow piece of gristle. Now, traditionally, I don't know what the technical term of it is, but I was always told it was called the paddywhack. So you always take out the paddywhack. Don't ask me why, Ben. Never.
Sounds like a nursery rhyme.
The paddywhack. So the paddywhack comes out because that is just chewy as. So off that goes. And there we have a nice Frenched rack of lamb. Now, whether you want to do it in twos, I know a lot of restaurants I've been to, they serve them in twos and they cross them over. No doubt you're more the man to talk to about that than me.
Yep.
But then we've got those, a nice rack there.
So they're for me, I'll take them.
They're yours. Now, well, the other side of it there, we'll show what a cutlet is. So again, we've got that paddywhack that runs a little bit under there. I've taken most of that out. So you just go in there, cut that little bit of horrible yellowy stuff there. And from there, it's quite easy. Just roll him straight over and just peel it straight off the top of the meat until you release that eye, and then it's just a simple incision with the knife to take that fat off. So all that's gone completely, and you've got this lovely looking body of meat there, where to make cutlets, you just cut down in between each rib evenly. So with that, we cut straight through there. Try and get them nice and even in thickness. And then we've got this. Perfect cutlets, ready to go.
So would you French the cutlet?
I never do. Look, there's nothing nicer with the cutlet. You pick up the bone, you chew up the sides. We talk about the intercostal, I love it on the bone, mate.
That's probably the way to go. If you're making this at home, you don't have to worry about Frenching each cutlet because you turn it around, it's like a little lollipop you can suck on. It's beautiful.
Nothing bad.
If you're putting on a dinner party and you want to impress, maybe then French it, put some foil over it.
For sure.
Yeah.
And kids love this, like meat with a handle. You can't go wrong.
Thanks, mate. Well, I'm going to, not that they're not wonderful, I'm going to turn them into something yummy we can eat.
Brilliant.
Good meat is good meat, but I reckon if you've got time to marinate some meat, go ahead and do it. And this is another one of your marinades.
Yes, it is, mate. Yes. It's a nice lamb marinade. Goes beautifully with the balsamic, should I say, and the mint.
I have trouble saying balsamic as well.
Yeah, it wasn't that obvious, was it?
So what have we got? Talk me through them. Where do we start?
Basically, we've got the balsamic, we've got the mint leaves, we've got the crushed garlic, we've got the lemon juice. We have a zest of the lemon as well with the brown sugar.
Right, I'm going to get you to chiffonade that mint for me.
I'll dice it finely, if that's what you mean.
That's exactly
Too
what I mean.
easy, no.
Your French is outstanding. Balsamic I'm going to put in our bowl. Brown sugar is going to go in there with it. So we've got balsamic's sweet anyway, but that sweet and sour component. The zest of this lemon. So we'll just get on the microplane and zest some lemon in there. Lemon and lamb and mint, garlic. It's all those flavours that we know go well with lamb.
Definitely.
And that's what you're doing with marinades really. You're just trying to pair flavours with the cut of meat that you know is going to work really well. So zest goes in. Some juice of a lemon, some crushed garlic, in with our mint, mate.
With the mint, enough there, you reckon?
Yeah.
Don't over mint.
No, over mint.
Make your eyes water.
Mix that up. Now, you've told me that half of this goes on the meat and then half we hold back to dress the meat at the end.
Yes.
So I'm going to strain a little bit off for the dressing at the end, and then we'll get our little lamb French roasts in there with the marinade. So we'll pop these in. And how long?
Again, in the marinade, well, 2 hours minimum. Overnight is ideal. Like, I believe all marinades need overnight to work to the optimum. But if you have to cut some corners, 2 hours you'll get away with.
I guarantee you, we're not resting this overnight. We're not even giving it 2 hours because our fire is going along beautifully.
It does look good, doesn't it?
So we're going to get it on there. And this is probably one of those marinades that the longer you can keep it, the better, because it's not like other marinades that we've done where it's quite sticky and saucy and it will hold to the meat.
Yes.
This needs longer.
Exactly.
But let's get it on. Now I'm going to put it on with the fat side down first. I'm going to render some of that fat out and then I can slowly cook it through to the eye. So fat side down first. You reckon, mate, have I done you proud?
Oh look, tears in my eyes, Ben. Tears in my eyes.
All that hard work on the little French racks. So just some of that dressing that Scotty made, we'll just drizzle that over the top. Got a little cheek of lemon there if you want some extra acidity, a little bit of salt, and some of our lemon infused oil. And I'll just pick, I reckon it needs a little bit more colour. I've got some mint up here. Put that in there.
Done just like a chef, mate.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Would you eat that?
That is gold. That's seriously, I'm all over that. All over that.
He's easily impressed, isn't he?
Not really, no.